Like this one will say, okay, come to my company to serve. This one will be like, okay, I want you to come to my company. So everybody was just looking for me. Unlike then that I was like, and this thing is not coming fast. I was sad. I was depressed that, oh, all my friends went for NYC before me, and I finished from school on time, but NYC did not come. Why? Because of lack of approval. But at the end of the day, I found out that God was preparing something greater, and I got to serve at National Assembly without stressing. It was there I got to that place, and I found out that God wanted me to be there because He helped me, and everything moves smoothly. So this story might be little, but it's very powerful for somebody out there. I know that somebody's trusting God for something right now. Do not lose hope. God is always on time. We always calculate things based on our own theology, but God is always on time. It doesn't matter if it is next year, it doesn't matter if it is next month, it doesn't matter if it is next 2 years. When you are fully prepared, when He has formed you already, He will give you that thing at His own timing. So just trust Him, be prayerful, and be hopeful. It will always come to your table when God has realized that, okay, this thing you can undo it. When God will always connect you to kings when He have formed you already. So maybe what you're looking for at this moment, or maybe what you are seeking at this moment, is not what God want to give you. Or maybe He want to give you something greater, or maybe he sees that, okay, you don't have the ability to undo it. So He will just prepare you, keep you at the corner, prepare you, and when you're fully prepared, He will give you that thing. So just trust
Yeah,
Him and believe in Him, because God is good all the time. So that's my
yeah,
testimony tonight. So
yeah.
thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And just as you said, I would like to ask you a question. You know,
Okay.
the challenging moments for us as believers is that waiting time. That
Yeah,
waiting time is it looks like years. You know,
exactly.
even when you know it's just one year or one day or one week, and not just look like years. Sometimes a lot of thoughts go through our mind. For instance, you begin to look at your life. What have you done wrong? You know, is
Yeah.
it that God is punishing you for what you've done? Or is it, those waiting period, especially your own, those waiting period, what are your experiences during that waiting period?
Okay, my experience, like I said earlier, I was quite sad, but I realized on time that God never disappoints. He's a rewarder of those who diligently serve Him. I always keep that word at the back of my mind. I was sad, but at the same time, I always keep myself updated that God will never fail who truly serve Him. So I was hopeful, and I realized that, okay, I trust God, and I will leave it for God to handle. I know it's difficult. You feel bad when you and somebody, you guys are pushing up this thing, and you find out that you are not moving. Your waiting period time is it's quite
Yeah,
difficult, but at
yeah,
that same time, if you can put your faith to serve God, you just have to trust Him. You just have to trust Him. So I just have this belief inside of me that you don't need to be sad, because God is preparing something for you. That was the only word that kept me strong. Like, just believe that God is keeping something for you, and
yeah,
that faith came with so much of reward, because I God blessed me